Big Curb RC coming back at you. Primal RC Gravedigger Collector's Edition. Putting some work in tonight. Got some stuff established here. Got some stuff done. Got that front axle put on. Sway bar, drive shaft, rotor, caliber, brake lines. Got that done tonight. Okay, there she is. That's what she looks like put together on the front. There's your sway bars. I have found that the videos on Primal RC on their website are very helpful, but also your manual is very helpful. But at the end of the day, if you've worked on RCs, you'll figure it out. That's how we put it together. I did find out that the sway bar is definitely easier to adjust and put together once both sides of the axle are put together, meaning the links, upper and lower, and shocks are put on the axle. It makes it a little bit easier to adjust your sway bar. And I did not tighten these down on my sway bar. So your adjustments in your sway bar are obviously right here. Those are your adjustment points for your sway bar. Go up and down this shaft. I will adjust those once my truck is settled. I have both axles put together, all 4 tires on, and it's sitting. I'll adjust these. But right now, they're just chilling. Okay, so up top here, pretty easy. That's how it's supposed to look. I do not work for Primal. I am no Primal expert, but I do follow directions, and that's what the directions say. So that's how those shocks are mounted on the top. On the bottom, that's how they're mounted. Okay. Those are, sorry, I'm like trying to do this, woo, through my phone camera. Here we go. That bolt, there's a nut on the back side of that. Okay. That's how you mount your front shocks. That bolt and nut come in the pack with those front shocks. But you will notice that you will have to pull that off to access that, or to put that in. That's not there, that's in the pack, right? Like I just said, pull this off. Super easy. One bolt, unscrew it, take it out, pop this whole assembly out of the way, and put that in. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting with your wrench or whatever to get that out. Just pull this out of the way. Life's easy. It pops in. You'll tighten it down. Put that back. Loctite that. Put it back in. That's metal on metal. Anything on this truck, anything on any RC. If you ever put anything metal on an RC, if it's a bolt, Loctite it. If it's 2 metal things going together, lube it. But in this instance, metal screwed into metal, Loctite that son of a gun. Okay, there you go. That's what she looks like, boys and girls. Okay. All right. The only other thing I'll go over real quick, the brake rotor, right? For you people out there that don't know the terminology, which is totally fine. Not an issue at all. Let's talk about this. Is what we call a rotor. Okay, that thing is just chilling there, and you've got to put it on your drive shaft before you screw it into your pinion gear. Okay, and I did notice if I drove that pinion gear too far, I could not move that rotor. So let's say inside there, if you can see, right? See how that rotor just kind of flops in front of that bolt there? Well, on this back side here, if I put it in too far, this would not move. And I feel like it has to move. This is version 3 of this truck. I think Primal's like figured out, like they've worked their kinks out. That's not an issue. I feel like this rotor being loose is going to be fine. I did put your calipers on, obviously, right? So they do recommend when you put your calipers on, there's your 2 screws right there. I don't know what I'm trying to, oh, I don't know what I'm trying to do this with my finger. There's your these 2 screws here. 1 and 2. Those are your screws there that attach your rotor, or I'm sorry, your caliper to your rotor. They recommend Loctiting both of those for sure. I Loctited that one already. I'll do that later when I flip the truck over. It's kind of a pain in the butt to do that one, but we'll get to it. So that's it. There's your front axle assembly. That's what it looks like. I know I only showed you this side, but the other side looks the exact same. Okay. If you have any questions, please leave in the comments. I will answer any questions. If there's something that you want me to go over with you, I can. I am no expert, but I can put some RCs together. This stuff's pretty easy, really. And I super enjoy it, right? Super enjoy it. Once again, this other side, there's your lower links, there's your upper links. Well, I guess what I enjoy about it the most is, yes, these are big toys, but when it comes down to it, I'm not a real Monster Jam mechanic, and I sure as heck wish I was, but the ideas are the same. And I love how we have rotors, calipers on your drive shafts like a real Monster Jam truck. So as you can see, I ran my brake lines. I did that already. It's not tight. Nothing's tight. I didn't secure it down. I just kind of mocked it up to see what it would look like. So there she goes. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Stay tuned because I'm about to make a video about some drive shaft issues that I ran into, but it deserves a separate video. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful evening.